On the continent of Khorvaire, a chance encounter brought 4 intrepid travelers together on the road to adventure. Though they began as strangers, they soon became known as the Hero Squad.
All right, everybody, welcome back to some more Hero Squad. We return to find our heroes aboard the Olandris Chalice, the traveling casino / luxury hotel rail line, where they are currently employed as sort of brought on security help. But really, it's, hospitality is what they're tasked with. Last time we saw our heroes, they were kind of bouncing around the train, doing all sorts of tasks, trying to maintain a low profile, at least some of them were, meeting a whole number of characters. And we ended the first evening with a dramatic yell, a loud scream echoing through the corridors. And we had 3 of our heroes, Atlas, Christina, and Rhaegar, were all working together cleaning in the gambling car, I believe. And heard the scream. With Brittany nowhere to be seen at the moment. And you've just heard this scream. It's just been echoed out through the halls. I leave it now with y'all.
Okay.
What was that?
Oh no! Is there trouble? Oh,
and it came.
We should check that out.
It came from the direction of the luxury cars.
Is it our job? Are we supposed to go do that? Are we going to get in trouble for leaving?
We're not security. We're hospitality.
Well, there is no security. All security is hospitality.
Maybe we should go get the that hard ass. What's his name?
What was the hard ass's name?
Maximilian Elena.
Maxie. Go get Maxie.
Okay.
At this point, I imagine we've been sitting here eating and drinking heavily. So Christina is drunk.
Gotcha.
So
you're in like
you're like Poppy or something, right?
Yeah, everybody is gnomes. Yeah,
I am Billy. But we are basically ending the night like cleaning. But what it really means is that we're drinking anybody's leftovers drinks. Anything that's been left over on the ground, or the food that's been left on plates that has been touched, we're eating those. Like, that's where Christina is right now. She has been enjoying herself.
So when you say we, do you mean the royal we?
Well, I invited you guys.
I'm drinking too because I lost
Christina
all my
and
money.
Billy? Mm-hmm. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Different levels of excitement. Whereas Christina, you might have caught a little glimpse of Sparkles McGee, and you're riding high. The racing snail. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to go try and find Max, is what you said?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not our problem.
I'm gonna go wander down to try to find Max. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, what's going on? I think someone needs some help, Max."
I'm gonna come with you.
Okay.
Let's go.
I'll keep cleaning.
Just like that.
That's my sister. I'm gonna clean this plate.
I'm so proud of you.
So as y'all walk back into the kind of the security office, leaving Christina to her cleaning, eating, and thievery, y'all immediately see Maximilian locking the door to the other half of the train. And engaging in a conversation with Petunia.
So locking us out of
the other side, right? So cutting off y'all's half of the train from the other half of the train.
Oh.
Right, but we're not in the room with them. They're in the other room. They've locked us in the other half.
No. You're in the room with them. You just walked in.
Oh, okay.
And they're on the side with you, but they're locking that side.
Got it.
So they essentially turn around. And Maximilian doesn't even make eye contact with either of y'all and immediately starts marching towards where the sound came from. Not running, but moving with purpose. In the way that some very severe military type individual might move.
Sure.
Wait, did anybody alert him, or does he just knows?
You're not here. You're drinking.
Yeah. Petunia's there, and she's just like, oh dear. We heard a scream. We're gonna go check it out. All right. We always there's protocols. So we locked off this side. We keep, whenever. Usually the bad stuff happens on that side, doesn't? Oh, this is bad. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Usually the bad stuff happens on that. Is it normal that bad things are happening on a Launderer's Chalice?
Is this your first time in EBERRON? I mean, it's everywhere. It's just
the bad stuff
pay
is
this is a pretty
trash.
upscale train. I figured that you guys would probably have it under control. People are paying a lot of money to be here. Wait, is this like a theme thing? Is this like a murder mystery party?
Oh man, we did run that idea. Wait, why do you say murder mystery? I mean, we just heard a scream. We don't know. Has someone been murdered? Do you know something?
No, I'm saying like that's typically like when you have a theme and somebody screams, it's usually like a murder mystery thing,
Well, that's really okay.
What other kind of theme parties would there be? Like a kidnap scenario, maybe? Like, there's a pretend kidnap and we have to solve the kidnap?
I don't know. You could have, like, happy themes. You could have, like, clowns. You could have, like,
there you go.
Oh, so you're saying that they were screams of enjoyment, that they're screaming because they're happy there's clowns over there.
Could be. You never know. Oh, gosh, I hope that's...
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I think I heard those kinds of screams from the spa not too long ago.
Wait, there weren't clowns at this... Wait, I was just at the spa. Were the clowns there? Maybe without makeup. Hey, here's the thing. Let's go with Maxie and see about these clowns.
It's clowns now. Okay. So, Petunia and y'all are walking back through the room where Christina still... What are you doing, Billy?
Now that I start hearing the doors opening, I start pretending to actually clean. But I'm not doing a good job of it. I'm sort of like being a little clumsy.
You're cleaning with your drink in your hand. You're just moving the drink around.
She keeps spilling the drink and cleaning up the spot and spilling it and cleaning the spot.
Like a trash bag, basically. And I'm like sort of like having a good time putting stuff in the trash bag. But like I'm obviously just putting the stuff that's like I haven't eaten in there.
Okay. Yeah. You continue to move unabated by whatever Christina's doing, unless one of y'all wants to stop and say something to her.
No.
Okay.
No.
Keep up the good work, Billy.
So you move into the next cart, and you see a lot of the people from the luxury cars are kind of like now packed in to here. Pretty much everyone that you had seen up until this point is kind of all in the bar car. They've kind of all been pushed into there. Okay. And this is the middle of the night. It's midnight. It's people should be asleep, but clearly things have been cleared out, and this is where people have been pushed to. So you see a lot of concerned looks on people's faces, some whispers here and there, a couple of them kind of like looking over at y'all for maybe some kind of answer.
Can I do a perception roll and see if I can hear any whispers?
Okay. Sure. Sure.
See if I overhear anybody chatting about what's happening. Sort of glean.
Yeah.
I want to say that after everybody had left that room, the dining room, I sort of snuck behind them.
I had 22.
I am curious. Yeah.
Okay. You had 22?
18 plus 4. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of whispers here and there, but it's all kind of vague, right? He said, she said stuff, but you do glean. It sounds like someone was hurt. Don't know who. You hear someone maybe mention, "Oh, I wonder who would have wanted to do that to him." That kind of thing, but still very vague.
Okay.
All right. Do y'all keep on moving through the cars? What are you gonna do?
With our small stature, I try to snuggle my way between people and get a closer look. Yeah.
All right. So you're trying to see something,
I'm trying to see
yeah.
are they huddled around people, or are they just huddled there because they're being kept there?
Yeah, they're just huddled there. They're not looking at anything. This is where they are all kind of huddled. So, you just see the people in there crowded together. They're in little groups and everything, talking to each other. Lots of kind of concerned glances and, people holding their robes and suspicious eyes everywhere.
Okay.
I kind of saunter in after everybody's been huddled in, and I'm at the back of the line, and I gently tap somebody on their back, the closest person to me, and I was like, hey, what's going on?
Okay. Yeah, and you're not going to say who you're tapping? You're just tapping somebody?
Well, obviously everybody's very concerned, so I'm at the very back.
I'm gonna roll a d12. I'm gonna figure out who'd you tap.
Is it gonna be Staven?
It's always Staven.
Chances are high for Staven.
Chances are high. Okay, so you tap on the shoulder of someone who you saw him, once out and about. And he's a younger guy, kind of, wearing rougher looking clothing. So he looks more like a little out of place. Farm clothes type stuff, but what someone who works on a farm would wear to try and look nice to go on a fancy train ride, and, so you tap on his shoulder. And so, what do you say to him?
I was like, I am just coming from the dining car. I heard the scream. Y'all know what's going on?
I'm not sure, but I mean, it's not a lot of people here, so there's one person missing, and it just so happens. Yeah.
Was it?
Do you not hear the loud voice in the room? The one that's not loud? You know what I mean?
It's my first day on the job. I'm still learning everybody's, all the passengers.
Yeah,
I've only been in the dining car. It's,
This is hard to explain my whole situation here, but this is a really confusing moment for me, and I don't know you, and I'm sorry, but I don't really know how to process this and this. And he kind of points at you. It's so I'm sorry. I don't know. Well, seems like something might have happened in the luxury cars. I don't know.
Well, could you tell me who the passenger was? Like I said, this is my first day, so I don't know all the passengers by heart.
Well, look, Hieronymus ain't around nowhere. Do you see him?
Well, no, I can't because I'm at the back of the group and I'm also 3 feet tall.
I know, but he's saying it right. He's just look, the biggest, loudest voice in the room ain't around. He's the only one.
Are you sure he's not in the spa?
I mean, I pretty sure they rounded us all up, brought us all out here. So I don't know. Maybe it's Hieronymus. I don't know.
Well, apologies. Like I said, I just got here. I'm not sure what's going on. That's why I'm asking.
And I'm sorry. I don't mean to get all.
No, it's quite fine.
Angry. It's just I'm here because of him, and I just don't know. I'm sorry. I need to just be left alone right now.
That's fine.
Guy sort of turns to himself.
I'm going to... Did Petunia continue on, or is she with the group as well?
She's with y'all, but kind of trying to get y'all to head in the direction that Max went, right?
I'm going to continue.
Okay.
Yep,
so you head through...
Yep.
All right. Y'all head through the baths. Everybody who wants to can be a part of this. I'm just going to say, Anna, if you're invisible somewhere or something, I don't know, but you can follow along with the group or whatever you're doing.
No, I'm in the room with our room, our quarters room, the staffing room, the staffing quarters room.
Okay.
With the bunk beds.
Gotcha. So you're on the other side of the train.
Yeah.
She's been locked out.
She's locked out.
I'm locked out. Oh no!
You head through the Bats cart, which is the next car. It's empty. All the doors are open and everything. You can see all the bads and everything. Clearly it's been cleaned recently, so it's very nice and open. And then you make it to the luxury cars, and you can see outside of one of the suites.
Sorry, while you're pointing out how clean the bath car is, I just want to be like, man, what was Enna's character name?
Pippi.
Pippi did a great job in here. And then continue.
Oh man. So you head into the luxury car, and what you find is you have Max standing outside of a room and talking to the butler, the guy that you saw working for the assistant, I guess. The term is hold on. They have a name for it in here that's actually a better name for it. Retainer, the loyal retainer.
Was that Killian Braff? Was it the business partner?
No, that was his friend. That was his friend. It would be, I believe you've met him, Sander Talo. You might not have met him by name, but anyway, you would have seen him with Hieronymus. Whenever he was doing something, he would have been the guy who was being ordered around to do things.
So was the butler.
Did he? Was he at the table playing poker with me at one point? Maybe when Hieronymus was around.
You would recognize him from then. Yes, for sure. As a very unassuming, unimpressive, but ultimately a dude.
Okay.
All right, and so that they're having a conversation, and Sander, he's crying a little bit because he's lost his the person that he works for, who he clearly cared about. So, what's been going on here? Tell me everything that you found. And the butler he's sad. I walked in to the room to check on him, and I found him here like this. He was so great to me. I'm sorry. I have to. And so he just he's like, turns and starts consoling himself in the corner. So you now get closer. Petunia brings you up. Max is there looking into the room, kind of like examining and looking around, and you can now see into the room what is before you. So, who would like to start the investigation of the room to try and figure out what's going on here? All right.
You're not there, Anna.
Anna, you're at the bunk bed. Dimension door your ass up front.
I'm good.
Rager, what would you like to do? So you walk into the room. There is the body of Hieronymus Bosch laying down, sitting in a chair, body laying slumped forward on the desk in front of him, the table in front of him.
I guess I'm gonna roll investigation.
Okay, roll an investigation.
13.
Okay. So, the first thing that you notice immediately upon examining the body is that Hieronymus has been shot twice in the back.
Whoa!
There are two like singe mark looking type things right in his back, which, firearms, quote unquote, as they're called, would not be that common, but not that uncommon. It's basically just firing a fireball out of a tube. So not that tricky of a thing to whip up for somebody or to conceal. And I guess I would also add that because you knew this already, Hieronymus Dash, known for his dealings in weapons. You would know that. So beyond that, there is also a bottle of brandy that is mostly empty on the table next to the body. So that's what you've seen so far.
And just to confirm, are we in his cabins, like his quarters, or where are we?
Yes.
Where's his body?
Good question. So you are in the living lounge area of their suite. So every one of these suites would have kind of a lounge area and like a bedroom area and like private like ensuite bath kind of thing. You know, very nice. So this is in like the entry kind of lounge area.
And did you say that he was slumped over a table?
Yes, like a like a table that you would sit at with friends playing a game or something like that. Slumped over that.
Is there any sign of a struggle?
There doesn't appear to really be any sign of a struggle.
Can I ask? I'd like to look. Is there? I guess any. You said that there's a bottle of brandy. Is there any sign of a glass that someone was using to drink from? And is there more than one glass?
Oh, good question.
Will you roll on that?
I will.
Yeah.
I got a natural 19 plus my ridiculous passive bonus.
Okay. So yeah, you notice that there are 2 glasses sitting on the table. One that still has some brandy in it sitting across the table. The other one closer to Hieronymus's body is empty. Yeah.
Okay.
And I will say, take notes on this stuff, y'all.
I take notes all the time.
Good.
I should probably take some notes.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I've got all the notes.
What is Ash's name again? Dollop. Is Dollop going to be
Watson?
LeBlanc?
Oh, Ben, no. Rick is LeBlanc. I'm like one of the cops.
Okay. Well, is Maximilian saying anything? Do we overhear him? Is he investigating this? Is he making deductions?
You see him walking around and like writing things down to himself in like a little notebook, but he doesn't seem to be including you all very much while he's doing this. He's like getting his own information.
Can I get a peek at what he's writing?
Oh, you want to peek at what he's writing? Okay.
Yes.
So I would say, okay. Maximilian, tall man, you, gnome size. How are you peeking at what he's writing?
I'm going to use my stealth, and I'm going to creep around the room, and then maybe I'm standing on the sofa behind him, like looking in.
Okay. All right. I like that. Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll a stealth check for that.
So that's 13 plus 9, 22.
Ooh. Okay.
9 stealth.
So yeah, we'll say you're standing up on this sofa while Maximilian's sitting there writing. Describe to me what this whole scenario looks like from door to moment of how you got into a position to see.
What I'm imagining is we're in the room, right? And there's the table where Hieronymus Dash is slumped over, but then and then Maximilian is standing over his dead body, with his notepad. Then behind Maximilian, there's a sofa. So what I do is sort of creep to the edge of the wall and just sort of start to scoot around the wall. And then I climb up on the sofa. So I'm standing on the back of the sofa, looking over his shoulder, holding my breath.
That's great.
Billy has moved from outside. She's wiggling her way to her on his boss's room, and she comes into the room to check on everybody.
Uh-huh.
And she saddles up next to Atlas, and she kind of whispers into his ear, "Hey, don't you have a speak undead spell?"
I don't. I do not have that.
All right. So before we resolve that, so the looking over the notepad, one thing that you notice, and this is a difficult thing for Rhaegar, but you were able to figure out the words, is that you saw that it said 2 shots in table.
So
Okay.
2 shots ... something in table ... something, or the 2 shots in table was one sentence.
2 shots in table, one little phrase.
Okay. So after I read that, is that all I read? in the notepad?
That's the thing that stood out to you as what you hadn't figured out yet.
So as I read that, can I check the table and see if I notice 2 shots in the table?
Yeah. So before you do that, let's resolve this. Hey, can you speak to the undead situation?
Alice, don't you have any spells like that? You're a paladin.
Well, no, Billy, I don't have speak to the undead. I can speak to, like, literally anything else that's living. Literally anything else that's alive I can speak. Literally anything else I can talk to. Except for dead things.
Maybe you should learn how to do that next time there's a murder.
I'm imagining
just saying, because you know,
Christina with a little cocktail in her hand or something.
Can I ask?
You should figure that out next. You should do
Is Maximilian like to himself, like busily writing notes, or is he like looking at Daldo, like messing with the body, and have any problem with that?
No, I'm not messing with the body. I'm standing over. Well, Max's soldier on the.
He hasn't yet. He hasn't yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, like right now, like as far as things have gone, Maximilian is just walking around the room, looking at things, taking notes.
Okay.
And when you go, so you're going to go over and try and lift up the body or something? What are you doing?
Who?
Daldo.
That Rhaegar. Daldo.
No. I was curious about the 2 shots thing, and I just wanted to look at the table and see if I noticed 2 shots in the table.
Okay, cool. So you go over to the table, and you're looking kind of around, and when you kind of look underneath the table, you can actually see the singe marks and 2 holes where it looks like the shots might have come through the table.
Interesting. So that would almost mean that Hieronymus would have to have been leaning over the table when these shots occurred.
Oh, wait. No.
I walk over to Rhaegar, and I look at Hieronymus, and I look at the table. I was like, do I see any blood on Hieronymus?
I mean, not a lot, like as you would around a wound, like a singed wound, but not on the table.
Immediately
like that,
cauterize?
Seems that way, yeah.
Can I roll medicine to see if I could understand that?
Roll like arcane.
Arcane.
Arcane, yeah.
I have a +2 to arcane. Let's go. New dice. 15.
Okay. Yeah, you would recognize, I mean, it looks like the kind of damage that would be associated with like fire, like a fireball spell or something like that.
Is the actual wounds itself completely cauterized then?
It seems that way, yeah. Yeah.
And there's like no blood on the table?
No blood like dripping out or anything like that. No, it's very
I like sort of say from under the table, hey, guys. And I like stick my hand through the hole in the table. I'm like, guys. You guys.
I think his body is still there, right?
So you do that and you're touching body. You're like
his body's kind of like popping up and down. I'm like, you guys.
Yeah, Dollop? Or no, sorry. Yeah, Daldo?
There's your dollop. There's holes under the table.
Please don't poke the body.
Wait, hey Max, I got a theory.
What do you have here? Let's hear it.
I think that what happened was that a little person was under the table and shot 2 fireballs from under the table, striking Hieronymus Dash from underneath.
I look up at the ceiling. Is there any singe marks on the ceiling above?
Ooh. You do not see any singe marks on the ceiling.
And the shots to Hieronymus Dash, were they in the back or were they in the front? No, it says shot twice in the back, actually.
Well, they go straight through.
They go straight through.
Right.
Okay.
Then, Daldo, while you're down there,
that's what you figured out when you...
Any singe marks on the floor? Underneath you?
I look at the floor.
No, you don't see any, singe marks. There's some, like ash and, bits of wood and whatnot on the ground.
Okay. So there seems to be debris down there.
Yeah.
I asked Daldo, hey Daldo, does it look like the table, like, is the splinters going through the table as if like it got punched through, or is it on the other side? Like, how clean is the holes on your side?
Let me investigate that. That's
But you know what I mean, like when you punch like through glass.
Yeah, I rolled an 11. I wonder is there a blast or is it just burned?
So I was gonna say, so that's the problem. Is like you can't tell because whatever would have happened in the blast, the initial blast of if there were a blast, you can't tell because it just looks singed. So maybe fire burned away whatever evidence, or it just doesn't leave something behind like that.
And is there a tablecloth on the table that would hide somebody if they were underneath the table?
Yeah. There's like a kind of like a it doesn't hang like all the way, but like one of those kind of shawl type things, that hangs halfway down kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
Formulating theory here. Somebody was hiding under the table and waiting for their opportunity to shoot Hieronymus Dash pew pew through the table. I think.
That sounds interesting and all, Daldo, but like, this guy has a full glass over here, whoever sat here. This one's empty. Do you think maybe he was poisoned?
But why would they shoot him if he was poisoned?
To throw off the scent.
Wait, didn't we have this is a familiar argument. I think that we've used this same argument where we're like, I think they were, that was in a dream that I had about us in another thing.
On a spaceship.
I'm just saying, it's possible that maybe he was poisoned and then they shot him.
Out of character, when we played, what is it? The like Lovecraftian tabletop game or one-off. We theorized that exact same thing.
Okay.
That he was stabbed, but he was poisoned beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Fair.
I mean that's possible. Sure. Is there a way that we could know if the glass is poisoned, if the brandy is poisoned? Anybody got some kind of
drink it.
poison kit? I could.
I mean, do you not have a poison kit?
After you guys are now arguing again, and Max has completely gone back to doing his own thing while you guys are arguing back and forth.
I think our friend actually bought a whole bunch of poison-related stuff.
The one who's not here? Are you saying that your friend who isn't here has recently purchased a large quantity of poison and is now missing from these proceedings while everyone else is accounted for? Is that what you're telling me?
Well,
No,
I mean,
she's not on the train.
Dollop.
She's not on the train.
Well, what's recent, really? I mean, it feels like ages ago, if I'm being honest.
Just stop.
Shush.
But no, she's not here.
She couldn't afford a ticket.
Interesting. He just marks something down on his notepad. Continues about his way.
We would love to help with this investigation, Max. So maybe we can compare notes, after
Indeed,
we wrap up
I will
here.
deputize you. You need to all go and start interviewing all of the passengers from the luxury cabins. I need to know where they were, what they have, what's in their cabins, and what's been going on.
I feel like giving Daldo this much power is going to go to his head.
Yeah, no.
Anna looks very upset that she doesn't get to be deputy.
Yeah, very upset.
Is there like a hat or a badge that accompanies this position?
Of course there is.
Of course there is. Everything's themed.
He takes off your little pink hat, grabs like a little black hat, puts it on your head. Now it's official.
Nice.
Real quick, before we move on and from this chunk, Enna, what have you been up to this whole time? You've been locked on the other side.
Yeah.
A scream echoed through, the train, but I don't know. Maybe you heard it, maybe you didn't.
Probably. If I heard it, I didn't care about it.
But you also had recently told Brager to meet you in your taco hut in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And he's not there.
Yeah, so basically what I did is like I said last stream, is I took a sad bath in the sad spa, and I'm embarrassed about it, and now I'm just hanging out because I told Rhaegar to be here in the middle of the night, and he's not.
Well, it's still the middle of the night. Things came up.
I'm not going anywhere.
She doesn't
understand.
Yeah, she's like alone by herself. She doesn't know what's happening. She's just sad.
Is there anyone else in the bunks, I guess?
There's plenty of other people around, all kinds of folk just chilling. Y'all had your own, but
yeah. Brittany's indignant right now. She's upset.
She's just got the big sad.
And so she pulls out a bottle of her wine that she brought, and she's like, does anyone want a drink with me? I'm just sad and alone.
And you hear a little voice come from down the hall. Did somebody say drinking? And this little guy pops around a corner, face of a tomato with an eye patch. He's
it's my friend.
I'll drink with you. And that's where we'll end this one.
This episode of Hero Squad has been brought to you in huge part thanks to the generous contributions of these incredible people over at patreon.com. If you guys want to add your name to the list, gain some amazing rewards, and help us out in the process, click that link down below. Thanks for your continued support, and we'll catch you guys next time.